Primary 2 pupils. My name is Teacher Rita, and today we are going to learn English Primary 2. And today we are going to look at punctuation of sentences. What do we mean? When you see a sentence, a good sentence, there are some things that we have to look at. For example, a sentence has to begin with a capital letter. We learned about that. To begin with a capital letter and it ends with a full stop. That is, if the sentence is telling us about something. So, punctuation, we have to make the sentence good and proper. So today we are going to look at the question mark. The question mark. This sign here you see in the brackets is called a question mark. When do we use a question mark on a sentence? If the sentence is asking a question. For example, if you're sitting here with your friend and you say, "How are you?" That's a question because you expect an answer from your friend. So, here we are saying that question marks are used at the end of a question. Yeah, when you ask somebody a question and that person has to answer, that's what we call a question mark at the end of our sentence. So there are some words to consider, some words which give us or show to us when do we know that it's a question. Such words like what is your name? So you know that that is a question, it demands an answer. Where are you coming from? It is a question. A friend will answer you. You can even try that. When is your birthday? You expect an answer from the friend. Why are you crying? The friend will answer. The word how are you? How did you come? The word how is asking us how to do something. Who? You're asking about the person. Who is at the door? Who has come? Who is calling me? Who are you? So this is how we use the word who. Then the word which. The word which. So all these words here, when they begin a sentence, at the end of that sentence we have to put a question mark because they are asking questions. Examples. What is your name? What is your name? At the end of the sentence, I'll put a question mark. Example number 2. Why are you late? Why are you late? It is a question. Then we look at these questions. They don't begin with such words, but when you read them, they are asking. If you start with the word is when you're beginning a question, most times it is asking, is he your brother? You can't say, is he your brother, when you're just telling. You are asking when you use the word is or the word are when they are many. So let's read and you ask, is he your brother? You expect an answer, yes or no. Are the children playing? You see, it is a question. It is not beginning with those words, but also when you read it, it is asking. So the word is or the word are in plural, when they are used at the beginning of the sentence, they are asking a question and they demand an answer in return. So let's look at this activity. Punctuate the sentences correctly. Look at this first example here. When will the doctor come? If you look at that sentence, you see that there is something wrong with it. So that's why I said you punctuate it correctly. The teacher didn't punctuate it at all. It is a bad sentence. So how do we look at it? We first look at the first letter of that sentence. Remember, it has to be in a capital letter. The first letter of a sentence has to be a capital. So, which means this letter will be a capital letter. As you read through, when will the doctor come? It is a question, but I've not put a question mark. You can even find a teacher putting a a full stop. And say, oh teacher, no, that's not correct. It is a question, so it demands a question mark. So we shall begin our sentence with a capital letter. When will the doctor come? And we put a question mark. Example number 2. Is that your teacher? The question is just there hanging. What we first look at is the first letter of the sentence. It has to be a capital, but the teacher didn't use a capital letter. So you have to know that when I'm writing my sentence, I have to consider a capital letter. Then I read my sentence. If it is a questioning sentence, then you have to put a question mark at the end of the sentence. Look here. Are you hungry? Are you hungry? It is beginning with a small letter, yet we have to put it in capital. So we shall say, are you hungry? Are you hungry? Since it's asking, you put a question mark. So the punctuation of sentences help us, even when we are talking, you know where to breathe, you know where to break, you know where to stop. So I know that you can now do other questions, other sentences. If they are not punctuated well, you punctuate them correctly. Thank you for learning.